Little Einstein's Mission Ocean Rescue. One sunny summer day, the little Einsteins asked Rocket to take them to the beach. "I can't wait to put my feet in the cool ocean," said June. "I think I'm going to collect pretty seashells," Annie says. "Well, I'm going to make the biggest sand castle ever," Quincy declares. "Who wants to help me?" Leo offered to help Quincy with the sand castle. "We'll have to find the perfect spot for it," Leo said, looking at the beach through his telescope. "Oh no," he said suddenly. "What's wrong?" asked Leo's little sister Annie. "The beach is covered with empty bottles, cups, cans, and all sorts of other garbage." June shook her head sadly. "How could anyone let the beautiful beach get so dirty?" "It looks like we're got a mission," said Leo. "Let's do our best to clean up this place." Rocket landed on a quiet sandy spot on the beach. Then everyone jumped out and ran towards the water. "I love these big waves," said June. Annie spotted a crab walking along the beach. "I'll bet that little crab isn't very happy about this mess," she said. "We can fix that," said Leo. "Let's work right away." The little Einsteins slowly walked across the beach, picking up all the litter they could find. When they came to the sand dunes, they noticed a sign. It says, "Please stay off the sand dunes." "These sand dunes are a very important part of the beach," said Leo. "They help protect it from the wind," said Annie. June noticed. June nodded. "Dunes are also a home for many creatures, such as birds, butterflies, and lizards." "But how can we clean up the dunes without walking on them and disturbing the creatures' homes?" said Annie. "I have an idea," exclaimed Quincy. "I'll play my trumpet." Quincy played his trumpet loud and fast, and soon the bottles and cans began to roll down the dunes. "Here they come," shouted Annie. "They rolled right into our big garbage bag," said Leo. Quincy played and played until every bottle and can rolled into the garbage bag. Now the dunes are beautiful again. "Thanks, Quincy," cheered June. "That was a great idea. I'm glad we could get that litter without disturbing the dunes," said Quincy. While Rocket scooped up more bottles and cans for recycling, the little Einsteins had fun exploring the beach. Leo came across a family of crabs walking along the sand. Quincy and June spotted some birds nesting in the tall grass. "We need to make sure we don't disturb these special creatures," said June. Annie found some pretty pink shells on the sand. They were all different shapes and sizes. She held one shell up to her ear. "This shell is singing," she exclaimed. Suddenly, all the shells began to sing. The seagulls sang too, as the waves crashed against the shore. "The beach not only has lots of things to see," said Leo, "but it also has lots of things to hear." "Speaking of hearing, do you hear that squeaking sound?" asked June. "It's coming from over there." The team walked over to the edge of the water, and they could not believe what they saw. It was a baby dolphin. He seemed to be lost, and his mother was far out at sea. The sound we heard was coming from the little dolphin. Whoa, and he's caught in a net, said Quincy. June was worried. He's crying and calling for help. It looks like we have another mission, said Leo. We have to get the baby dolphin out of the net and back to his mother. How can we free him from the net? June asked. He's afraid and he won't want to be scared. He'll be scared of us. Then Annie had an idea. I know, we can help from the music all around us. Annie started to sing. Then the shells began to sing. The birds joined in too, while Quincy played the flute. Soon the baby dolphin began swishing and swaying with the music. He likes the music, shouted June. He's wiggling his way out of the net. The baby dolphin wiggled and swished to the music, and at last he was free. We still have to get him to his mother, said Leo. She's looking for her baby, but she doesn't know where he is. Look, Annie exclaimed. The birds, the shells, and crabs are lined up in rows from the shore all the way out to sea. I cannot believe it, said Quincy. They made a trail for the baby dolphin to follow. Can you help the baby dolphin find his way back to his mother? Hooray! The baby dolphin found his mother. Great job. We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, Leo cheered. They both looked so happy, said Quincy. I bet she was worried about him. June smiled. That little dolphin showed me that there are lots of reasons, big and small, to keep the beach clean and treat it with respect. A clean beach means that lots of sea creatures stay happy and healthy, said Annie. Do you know what else it means? Asked Leo. It means I can finally build the biggest sandcastle ever, shouted Quincy. And we get to enjoy a beautiful, clean beach, said June. I'm happy to share the beach with so many other living things, said Annie. Mission completion, said Leo.